What's next for you musically, man? What else would you like to do?
Man, I'm taking it one day at a time. You know
One
what
day
I'm
at a
saying? Yeah, like I said, the newfound space. Like I'm really like locking into. I know the next thing is I'm doing a singing project. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing.
So all of those tracks gonna be all singing.
All singing.
Okay.
All melodies, all singing. You know what I'm saying?
Which one you think you do better? Or you think you equal?
Coming live on your radio.
What they want?
That real and raw.
How they get it?
DJ Focus.
What we doing?
Making music, reaching the corner. And it's all for the kingdom.
And we gon' make sure they know it.
Ooh, 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 ooh. We gon' take it there. I like red letters over trap beats to fix it. Saying, ooh. DJ Focus, tell him turn you up. Ooh. DJ Focus, tell him turn you up. Ooh.
Yes, sir. You tap back into the Fixx, your number one source of faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry. Y'all know the vibes. It's time for our spiritual detox. And listen, we got an exclusive for y'all today. It's a project dropping on Friday. And if you ain't ready for it, you better get ready for this EP because it's a lot of kingdom bars, a lot of little trash talk, a lot of little everything in this project. Listen, I'm joined today by one of the best to do in our space. Let's be very clear. Award-winning Aaron Cole. What's going on, brother?
My man, what's good?
How you, man?
I'm good, man.
I don't think they're ready for this project, man. Listen.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
This EP, where do we go from here, man? First, talk about the title, man. How did you come up with the title for this particular EP?
Yeah, for sure. So I think for me, after Sorry I Changed, I just kind of, you know what I'm saying, we did well. We did a lot of great things. But I feel like me and my team, we was just looking of like, what was the next step? What was the next thing? And, you know, I've been doing this since I was super young, rapping at 3, singing at 7, signed to Toby, 16, you know what I mean? And so I think I always was in love with the grind. I was in love with, you know what I'm saying, the next level, the next thing, the next, you know what I'm saying, whatever it may be. But I feel like just in this newfound space, like I found peace in like actually trusting God's plans for my life rather than, you know what I mean, just giving him my plans and asking him to bless it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times I was a victim in doing that all the time. Like I'll just be like, okay, like I know I gotta go to the next level. I know I gotta grind, you know what I'm saying? I used to hoop, so I just know what you gotta do to go to that next level, do the right thing, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's just like a piece that I have now of just like asking God every step, where do we go from here? What you want me to do? What you want me to say? Where, you know what I'm saying? What shows you want me to, all that. Like I feel like I'm just in a different space of like really asking God and having peace for what else he has for me coming up. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the whole concept of everything. You know what I'm saying? So
do you think it was challenging for you? You just said something was key, man. Of course, you've been doing music since you was 3, 7, you know, start singing, but 16 signed to Toby. Do you think because you signed to Toby at 16, let's be very clear, that's not like what the average 16-year-old does. And you automatically are into all cultures, because let's be very clear. Toby embraces everybody comes to a Toby. Do you think that made it hard for you to continue to stay consistent with getting better and better?
Oh man, that's a good question. I feel like it was more so hard to, like, for me, outdo myself. I feel like, in a sense, you know what I mean? Like it was more so like I would be focused on, okay, when I do something great, like getting comfortable rather than always pushing myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, being signed to Toby when I was 16, 17, 18, a lot of people in my class not really doing that. So I didn't have nobody to relate to me to get advice from. I'm getting advice from the OGs, my pops, my, you know what I'm saying, my mentors and stuff like that. So I think it was more so just harder to outdo myself, which is why I was so in love with the grind and trying to figure it out. Rather than looking back now, I feel like I would just have more peace in like celebrating my successes, celebrating the things that was going on. Because a lot of the times I'll just, once I knock something out, all right, bet, what's next? You know what I'm saying? When I feel like sometimes you just need to take a chill, take a rest and see what God, you know what I'm saying, has for you next, and actually be in tune to listen to what he has for you. You know what I'm saying? What he has to say. So
is that hard for you too as well? Being able to take a moment to hear from God because you're so busy.
I'm so busy. I'm on the go, and I got a family now. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm not on the go, I'm back home. I'm dad mode. I'm husband mode. So it's just like it's definitely hard. But I feel like that's the only way I can stay sane. I feel like right now it's like really keeping God at the center, really keeping God first. Because if it was up to me, man, I'd be a mess. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be a mess.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. So let's talk about some of these tracks, man. Family Made Me Rich.
Yeah.
Come on, talk about the inspiration behind it. And, yeah, go ahead. I'm going to hear the inspiration first before I say what I got. A few questions I got.
Nah, for sure. Man, I think for me, with the title, Family Made Me Rich, it starts out what I'm trying to talk about, really, of just, man, I feel like a lot of these things that I was seeking after, you know what I'm saying, the awards, the next level, like I said, I feel like once you get those things, it's like, again, it's like, what's next? What's the next thing? When I feel like I have a family now and all that stuff, like I get to chill with my family at Christmas and all those things, like those are some of the richest times that I felt, you know what I'm saying? All my family under one roof, you know what I mean? Like it's really like amazing to be able to see that and to be able to witness that. So I think it's just really starting off the project of the spirit that I'm in, the place that I'm in. It's like I'm really excited for what's to come, and it's really doing a lot of reflecting too of the things in the past. So
of course, you got a line in here that a lot of people are going to ask questions about. So why drop the line of not getting the Lecrae verse?
Yeah, so I think for me, like you said, going back to doing music young, when I won New Artist of the Year Dove Awards in 2019, I was 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I was always that kid growing up. I listened to Christian music. I listened to Craig growing up. I listened to Kurt growing up. I listened to all these people, and I feel like a lot of the times I put my faith in these features. I put my faith in, when I get this, I'm going to that next level. When I get that Craig verse, it's gonna change everything for me. You know what I mean? I can probably remember a bunch of conversations, me and my pops having conversations about, when I get this verse, it's gonna be the next thing. And then when I, you know what I'm saying, come in contact with these people, come in contact with Craig, and it's like, I don't get the verse, or, you know what I'm saying, I started questioning myself, why is this? But like, as I've just gotten older and I look back of where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, man, I didn't need this. And I feel like that was a reason that God did that, because it's like, God showed me, like, I don't need another man to get to where God's taking me. Like, God got me to this point. You know what I mean? Craig couldn't do that. Kurt couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else could have done that. So I feel like it was a self-reflection bar for me. It's like, man, I can't put my faith in a Craig verse, you know what I'm saying, when God's the person that got me to where I'm at. So that's really what it was about, for sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, you have performed on some big stages, though. Like, listen, you know this space.
Yeah.
When you talk about Christian hip-hop, gospel rap, most artists, when they get on the stage, if they got 500 people in there, they're happy. You have performed in front of thousands. Let's be very clear. Again, because you had that the move with Toby and what you've been accomplished. What else do you think you need to do? Like, why do you feel like you haven't like accomplished, you know, the things you need to do?
Man, that's a good question. I don't know. I think I'm just a competitive person in my heart.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a competitive person in my heart, if I'm being honest. And if I'm also being real, like I struggle with pride. I struggle with like, man, I gotta be that next thing. I gotta go to that next move. But I feel like, honestly, in this place that I'm in right now, I have a new piece. You know what I'm saying? So what you was talking about of like, what else do I have to do? I mean, honestly, bro, like, I'm in a space now where I don't feel like that. Like, I feel like the things that are happening now is happening naturally because of the spirit and the heart that I'm in right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like before, a lot of the things I was working for, I was grinding for, you know what I'm saying? I got them. It was cool. But now I just feel like things are much more easier. Like, I don't know. Like I said, it's a newfound piece of just like, man, like I don't feel the pressure anymore. I feel like being young, you know what I'm saying, being on label since I was young, you know, you gotta perform. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we could say it's about God, which it is. It's about God and all that stuff, but if you're not performing, if you're not selling no records, if you're not whatever, you drop. You know what I'm saying? So being able to be successful when I was young, but I also always just put that pressure on myself. But I feel like now in this place, I try not to do that, and I'm always checking myself of just like, man, I'm gonna put in the work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the things that I need to do, but I'm gonna leave the results up to God. You know what I'm saying? So that's the place I'm in now, and I feel like I've gotten way more results with this, you know what I'm saying, train of trajectory, rather than, you know what I'm saying, always just trying to leave it into my hands. So
do you feel a sense of peace now?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
it's a newfound sense of peace of just like, man, like whatever comes like the Terry, I'm going on tour with Terry, you know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't forced. It was just like that's big sis, you know what I'm saying? We was on Goatee together, so it was just like it just happened. When before I feel like I was always just like hustling and you know what I'm saying? It was just like it was good, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing, but also it's another thing to just really, like I said, put in the work but trust God to do the rest of the results. So it's like faith without works is dead, you know what I mean? But also you gotta leave some of these things up to God because you don't know what's going on in the spiritual world. I don't know what God's protecting me from. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing going back to the Cray verse, all that. It's like, you don't know what God was protecting me from not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Which what I've learned now is protecting me from not putting my trust in man, but putting my trust in God. But I don't know what else it was. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's a newfound peace for sure.
That's good. Nobody but God. Talk about the inspiration behind that.
Yeah, so honestly, Nobody But God came around the Sorry I Changed time because me and Pete, Paris careers, like we help each other a lot with our, you know what I'm saying? We locked in. So I'll call him all the time, like, what you think about this? What you think about that? And he actually had the beat and his verse for Nobody But God, and he hit me and he was like, yo, what you think about this? It was a different beat, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, what you think about this? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you think about a hook? You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I think it was Nobody But God. Like, Nobody But God just came to me. So we kind of wrote the hook together and stuff like that. He did it, but then he didn't put it out on his project. It just didn't make his project. And so when working on this project, I was just like, yeah, I need that for sure. You know what I'm saying? And so kept him on it, got John on it. And yeah, man, it's been going crazy for sure. Because I just think everybody can relate to it. It's like wherever you've been in life, it's like once you realize that you in this place now, you know what I'm saying? You look back, you like, man, it was Nobody But God that could have got me to this place. I'm a small kid from Bristol, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know where that's at. You feel me?
Right. Well, no, I get it.
So me being here with you, it's just like, man, it was Nobody But God. So yeah, that was an inspiration.
Talk about that. Listen, you talked about P on it, but John Keefe on it, like brought an extra touch. Why was that so important to put somebody else on it?
I think, man, in the place that I'm in, like you said, with the peace thing, like it was super intentional to work with some of my peers, you know what I'm saying? Work with some of the people that I came up with. I got Dill on the project. I got Ty on the project, like Paris John, like you said. It's like, I feel like it's going back, I'm a competitive. So back in the day, I'm like, I wasn't really working with a lot of people because I'm like, I'm trying to kill everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a hip hop thing, you know what I mean? And so I feel like now, with the peace, with the everything, and also finding the thing of like, I don't need to put my faith in these features from OGs or anything like that. It's like, I'm gonna just work with the people that I rock with, you know what I'm saying? And so that's where the John thing come from. Me and John been cool for years. I did a, you know what I'm saying, feature on his project a couple years ago, but now it just felt like the right time, the right spirit, everything. And yeah, he came in and killed it. So all three of us together, I just feel like people really rock with that John for sure.
Come on, talk about this next joint, man. Man Above with Deal, man. First, who produced this? Who did this?
Shout out to Saint X, my producer. Yeah, he been producing my stuff since I was 18.
Crazy.
So we've been locked in. Yeah.
Talk about the inspiration behind this.
Yeah, Man Above. Me and Dill ain't did a song in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Since probably 2020, something like that. I just feel like we both was on our own routes. You know what I'm saying? Dill was going crazy with Any Tribe. Me, I was doing my thing over here. And so I just feel like this was like the perfect reunion. Like even he said in the song, like Dylan called back to serving again. It's like, It just feels like like he said, Super Bowl. Like it felt like the Super Bowl, us coming together. So I'm super excited for people to hear that because it's just like both of us going back and forth lyrically and stuff like that. It's gonna be one of the ones for sure.
No, it's fire. And I'm be honest with you. At one point, I thought you was gonna be a part of Any Tribe. I'm be honest with you.
Oh, for real?
I did. I don't know why, but I thought you was gonna be a part of Any Tribe, man. When you talk about being able to put out sonically good music, man, talk to the importance of that, because I know there's been a lot of debate in our space about what producer you work with, trap beat, drill beat, whatever it may be. Just talk about the importance of working with solid producers and putting out songs that can line up with anybody, not just mainstream, anybody.
Yeah. No, that's a good question. I think, man, just growing up and like being a fan of hip hop, being a fan of music, like I noticed that a lot of the people that I liked, like locked in with a few producers, and that's what it was. They developed their sound. And so what I was talking about with Saint X, like, we've been locked in since I was like 18. Like, his first track that he produced for me was Off My Back. I don't know if you remember that, John. But from there, we just been locked in and developing a sound year after year. And so I think it's super important for people to just lock in with the people that I feel like is enhancing them, growing them. Like, he don't have a problem telling me, like, nah, you need to rewrite this. You can do better than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem telling him, like, nah, this one not it. You know what I'm saying? Next one. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people just working with whoever and doing whatever, you know what I mean? They don't have that trust. They don't have that trust built to where they can just be honest with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's what it takes to make great music that stands up to other people. Is like, we got to be honest. Like, nah, this is not that great. You know what I'm saying? You could do better. You can write a better line. This line kind of corny. This line kind of this. You know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of those, like, just people in my life, close people, that I feel like really give me honest feedback of like, yo, you can do this better. And it's really no jealousy, no nothing. It's just pushing me to a new level. So I think that's what it is for me, for sure.
With that being said, would you work with just anybody? Talk about that, because I think that's another thing that a lot of people get, you know what I'm saying, twisted in this.
Yeah.
To your point, if their quality is not as good as what you're looking to put out on the record, would you work with them just because they saying Jesus or got some bars?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Now speak to that for a little bit, because I think a lot of people in our space get upset when we say that.
No
you know, and then the gatekeeper conversation comes up and everything else.
Nah. I feel like if you're not ready, you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the things that when I was 14, 15, I was trying to get on. Funny story. When I was probably 13, 14, I went to an Andy show. I was doing everything I possibly could to get my CD into Andy's hand. You know what I'm saying? I was doing everything. And I remember DJ P-Dog. Shout out to DJ P-Dog. He was hosting the show. And I was, you know what I'm saying, waving the CD. I got the CD to DJ P-Dog. I was like, this about to be my big break. This about to be everything. Nothing happened from me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people, even now, like, they trust in that stuff. It's like, I got to get my CD to this person, get my CD to that person. But it's like, if you're not ready, you're not ready. I don't think I was ready. I was 13, 14 years old. I still ain't went through life. I still ain't, you know what I'm saying, done a lot of things. So it's like, though I thought that was the moment, like, if you not ready, you not ready. And when it's your time, it's your time. That's why you just got to stay locked in, keep your head down. And when it was my time, it was my time. Like, nobody could deny that. When Toby signed me, it is what it was. I was prepared for this moment. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing the arenas with him, I wasn't nervous. You know what I'm saying? I performed when it was 10 people in the crowd. I performed like I did when I was on the top of my hill, you know what I'm saying, rehearsing every single day for probably years, you know what I'm saying, before that moment happened. So it's like, if you ready, you ready. If you're not ready, you're not ready. That's just what it is. Yes, sir.
Let's talk about this track, Mercy, man.
Yeah.
Few lines in here was pretty interesting to me, man.
Talk to me.
I'm just saying. So let's hear the inspiration behind it first, and you know, just tell me about Mercy and what was your thought process in making this song.
Yeah. Mercy was actually the first, besides Nobody But God being from before, this was the first song that I made for this project when I sat down after Sorry I Changed. And I feel like when I just locked into the confidence that you have when you know God's mercy on your life, like, I was just talking that talk, you know what I'm saying? I was just really talking what I felt, you know what I mean? It was a fun song. So yeah, that's really what it's about. Like, just the confidence, the happiness that you feel, like, knowing that God's mercy and God's grace is on you. Like, that was the confidence that I wanted to portray in the song, for sure.
So a lot of the bars in here are when you say confident, they aggressive. Let's just be very clear. They're a little aggressive. No, because you know, I got to talk to our church people for a minute. So you know, sometimes, you know, people, you know, say, hey, you know, you mistake confidence with arrogance.
Yes.
Talk to me about the balance in your bars and how you come off to where you're not arrogant, but to your point, you know what you've done, you know what God has brought you through in your faith journey.
Yeah. I think it was just a different spirit, like, with Mercy. Like, I feel like before, because sometimes I get into the arrogant bag, for sure. Like I said earlier, like, I struggled with pride before, you know what I'm saying? But I think with this one, like, it really was just a sense of me finding confidence in knowing, like I said, that God's mercy on me, and knowing that the reason that I got these things and did this stuff is because of just God's grace on my life. Like, I made a lot of mistakes. I ain't always make the right decisions. I ain't always put out the best songs. I ain't always put out the right song. You know what I'm saying? I ain't always know what I was doing. But God's mercy and God's grace was on my life. So, you know what I mean? When I'm talking that talk, it's like my confidence and my strength is the Lord. Like, he gave me this gift so I could talk that talk how I talk. So
makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. Listen, I'm good with you. This is my favorite track, Metro, featuring Ty. Yeah. How did this collaboration come about? And then talk about the inspiration behind it.
So yeah, me and Ty go way back. Like before I got signed and stuff like that, we went on a promo tour. Just me, Ty, and my pops. So we, you know what I'm saying, at that time my pops was just calling churches like, we gonna pull up, you know what I'm saying, if you got youth conference, whatever, let us know. Did it for nothing, you know what I'm saying, sleeping on church floors, getting love offerings. Sometimes people taking love offerings back from us, all kinds of stuff.
How you take a love offering back? Y'all got robbed? Say it ain't so.
They took it back, bro. Like, nah, we ain't want to give you that much. Let's get it back. Anyway, that's another story.
Oh, wow. Bless y'all for giving the envelope back. The Lord knows I ain't giving the envelope back. And I'm okay with fighting my way out this boy. The Lord knows. Pray for me.
Nah, no cap.
Wow.
So, long as there's me and Ty go
way back.
You know what I'm saying?
Back.
So, like I said, I feel like everybody just kind of, especially in my class, just been on their own journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here with Toby, Deal over there doing Indie Tribe, Ty with Word, IVAV. You know what I'm saying? Now he independent. So I think it was, like I said, it was just super intentional to work with those people that I came up with. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just super easy. Like, call Ty, like, man, let's do one. Let's do another one. And he went crazy on that joint too. He slid on that joint too. So
yeah, that boy fire. You do have a few lines talking about how it is just you and your pops, and how the team is not the same team from when you started. So obviously you had to let some people go for whatever reason.
Yeah.
How has that impacted you? Because I know sometimes that can go either way. You know, it's hard to maybe let go of some people that you thought should have been with you, solid, rocking with you for whatever reason, whether it's business, whatever. How has that been?
Honestly, if I'm being real, that's one of my toughest lessons that I learned, honestly, because I think
business part of it.
Yeah, like
because it ain't personal, it's business.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And just like me, just always thinking that when you come with the people that you came with, like they're gonna be the ones that's there when you leave, kind of thing. But it's like when you realize, like when you get into this stuff, like everybody can't go, and I ain't gonna lie, like that's one of the hardest things that I deal with, because, you know what I'm saying, I love rocking with my people. Like, if I came in with you, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we've been loyal to each other, we've been whatever. It's like, nah, I want to stick around with you. I want to be locked in to the end. Like, I want to be 50. We in arenas, and, you know what I'm saying, I could say, look back, you know what I'm saying, the same team here. But when you realize, like, man, everybody can't go, you got to shed some things off to go to that next level. That was the hardest thing I had to learn, for sure. But it's just like, you just learn that it's needed, and that's just the way life goes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still learning that every single day. Like, that's one of the hardest parts that I learned about this industry, for sure.
Come on, Memories featuring Zaccardi. I wasn't ready for this feature. I was like, ooh.
Shout out to Zaccardi. He went crazy.
And I'll be honest with you, I was expecting for you to sing. When I seen Zaccardi on, I'm like, I thought he gonna sing, but you went to rapping.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about this. This project is all rapping.
Yeah,
this project
I know.
All rapping, and then I got an all singing one on the way.
Oh, so you gave us the side A and you got the side B coming next year.
You know what I'm saying? It's exclusive. I'm only talking about it today.
Let's go.
Side A and side B on the way. So this is side A, all rapping. I got Zaccardi on it to give a little melody flair. But yeah, I'm just telling those stories. You know what I mean? Telling the stories, everything that we've been talking about. Because again, going back to just the whole concept, I feel like in order for you to trust God's plan for your life, because the whole motto for this thing is like, God's plan, not mine. You know what I mean? So sometimes in order to trust God's plans for your life, you got to look back at the things that he brought you from. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what Memories is. I'm just really remembering all the things that God brought me from, all the different stories that I had to navigate and get to where I'm at. And it's like, man, if he got me through this, if he, you know what I'm saying, was navigating through my dumb decisions, my things that I messed up, he definitely got the future. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's Memories for sure.
Who's the same producer on this one too?
Same producer. He produced Everything.
He produced everything.
He produced everything.
Because this was...
We had help from different, you know what I'm saying, people sending ideas, whatever, but he did everything. Yeah.
This reminded me of a Jay-Z song. I forget the name of it, but what was that Jay-Z song? But it was almost like an interlude, but it was still had the substance on it that you needed to hear. I'll be honest with you, I wanted to hear more. I was you could have extended this song, man.
For sure.
When people finally sit with this project, what you want them to take apart from this first side A?
Yeah. I really want it to be like the soundtrack to their lives, for real. Like, because I feel like it's a soundtrack to mine, like just where I'm at in this newfound space. Like, a lot of people can worry about the things that's coming, their next level, whatever it may be. Other people got jobs that they got dreams, they got goals, they don't know what the next meal gonna come from, whatever it may be, from high to low. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you realize that God has kept you this long, and he gonna continue to keep you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna continue keeping you, and I feel like that's just something that I learned, and I want to portray that to people that's listening to my music. And I feel like you can hear it through all the music of just like, that's where I'm at. It's like I have ups, I make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I'm working, I'm grinding, I'm putting in the work, but at the end of the day, I'm just trusting God's plan for my life, and it's God playing over mine. You know what I'm saying?
What's next for you musically, man? What else would you like to do?
Man, I'm taking it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, the newfound space. Like, I'm really like locking into. I know the next thing is I'm doing the singing project. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing.
So all of those tracks gonna be all singing.
All singing.
Okay.
All melodies, all singing. You know what I'm saying?
Which one you think you do better, or you think you equal?
I don't know, man. Maybe singing.
You do think you sing better?
Maybe.
Okay.
But I go back and forth though. Like back in the day, like just working on albums, I feel like if I was rapping a lot, I'd be like, all right, I gotta do like 5 singing songs now. Like, that's just kind of how I am. Like, I love both of them equally, but I don't know. I leave that kind of up to the listener. Like, I don't know. Some people might think, oh no, he raps better, but a lot of people probably think I sing better. Just a lot of my bigger records come from the singing records and stuff like that. So I'm just looking at that, but it could go either way. What you think?
That's a tough one, because I do have records that you singing on that like the one you did with Doe, Infinity. I appreciate the one you did with Kiki. I appreciate, but then you got some bully records I love. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, that you just straight rapping on. So I don't know, but are you surprised with the rise of Christian R&B? Like, because I'm be honest with you, 5 years ago, we would only say like the greats like Kenton Jones, maybe an Uncle Reese. It was only a few people that we would say in this Christian R&B space. Now, with Lee Vossi, I go down the line of
I rock with Lee a lot.
Stevie Rizzo, like we can go down a list. Are you surprised that Christian R&B is kind of like almost just as good as Christian hip hop?
Nah, I'm not surprised. Surprised. I feel like I might not get the credit, but I think I definitely had a lot to do with just like blending, you know what I'm saying? Blending the two, you know what I'm saying? Because I always was just passionate about doing, you know what I'm saying, R&B leaning stuff, Only You know what I'm saying, with Tyrion back in the day and stuff like that. It's like I've been trying to just do that, and so I feel like it's definitely just needed. And the place that we in, like with Christian music, people, it's all kinds of Christian music going on now. So it's like people love R&B. So I'm definitely not surprised how it's going. So, and like you said, I rock with Lee. I rock with a lot of people. So it's super fun to see where the space is for sure. And that's the waves of the next project for sure. So.
That's the waves of the next project. You had a Dark Child line in this one of these bars. Explain that for me. Why did you use that bar?
I said it could have been a Dark Child, but I went Rodney Jerkins. It was really just talking about, like, it was just a play on words. Like,
this is a play on words, okay.
Yeah. I could have been a dark child, but I went Rodney. I could have been, you know what I'm saying, lost out, you know what I'm saying, but God saved my life, so I went the other way kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So
was that hard for you? Not going down that dark path, not doing what everybody else was doing, maybe some of your peers, like coming up and staying in the space you were and staying focused on your music and not steering towards the streets, or you know what I'm saying, because I've seen it go both ways.
Nah, for sure. I want to say yes, but also no, just because of the community that I had in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always kept my dad close. I kept, you know what I'm saying, my mentor, EJ Brown. Like, he been my mentor since super young. So it's just like I had people around me that was just checking me all the time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in my young years when I was on the rise and doing all the things, like I was having people check me all the time. So it's just like that, having those community and the people around you that's checking you and just, you know what I'm saying, continuing to try to build you as a man, as a person each and every day. Like I ain't even really have room to like, you know what I mean? Like go down that road, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's a protection thing from God too. It's like I could have been out here just by myself willy-nilly, you know what I mean? But God put people in my life to kind of just keep me on the straight and narrow. So yeah, I think that's the case with that for sure.
Listen, it's a done deal, man. I'm gonna get you out of here, man. The show is called The Fixx. You already know. If you could fix or change anything in Christian hip hop culture, what would you fix? What would you change?
Man, you always ask me this, but this is a good question. I'm trying to think something different. I think something that I would probably fix, I don't know. I think more just us giving game to each other, if that makes sense. Like us really just sitting down and talking to the people that's coming after us of what to do, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? I had a little bit of that, but I feel like there's definitely always room for more. So I feel like for me, I try to, the people that, you know what I'm saying, that are coming after me, you know what I mean? I try to get that game. Like one of the things that I feel like I just learned recently is like before I hire anybody, like when I'm doing shows, hire a front of house man. That was something that no one gave me, like game. Like I always wanted a drummer.
Sound matters.
You know what I'm saying? I always wanted a drummer. I wanted the keys. I wanted the band. I wanted the DJ. But I was just talking like to my team about this. I was just like, man, that was the first thing I should have hired, like a front of house person. You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain things like that I feel like you can just help. You know what I'm saying? Give game to the next people coming after us and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe that's one thing I would feel like I would fix for sure.
Solid, man. Come on, tell the people how to connect with you and follow you on all your social media platforms.
You can follow me. I am Aaron Cole on everything: Instagram, Twitter, my website, IamAaronCole.com. We're going on tour with Tarian in October, a few weeks. And the project this Friday, September 12th. Where do we go from here? What's up? Let's get it.
Come on, break one of these records. Listen, it don't come out to tomorrow, but I need you to break a record right now. What record we playing right now?
What record we playing? Let's play Man Above with No Big Deal right now. Turn it up in your speakers. Let's get it.
Keep it locked. You're tapped into The Fixx. You know The Fixx is in.